Okay, so the internet we use every single day, it's about to change in a way that's going to make the jump from flip phones to smartphones feel, well, kind of small. We're talking about Web 4.0. But what on earth is it? And more importantly, are we ready for an internet that's always one step ahead of us? And that quote you just saw, it's not just some sci-fi tagline. It really gets to the absolute core of this whole thing. We're moving towards an intelligent web that's woven into the very fabric of our reality, one that anticipates what we need and interacts with us in ways that, let's be honest, have been pure science fiction until now. So here's the plan. First, we're going to do a super quick rewind of the web's history. Then, we'll dig into what Web 4.0 actually is, what it might feel like to live with it, how it's going to flip business on its head, and then we'll tackle the big one. Are we even ready for this? All right, first things first. To really get a handle on where we're headed, you got to know where we've been. The internet didn't just pop into existence, right? It's evolved in these big, game-changing leaps. So, it all kicked off with Web 1.0 back in the 90s. You can think of it as the read-only web, just static pages where we were basically just soaking up information. Then, boom, Web 2.0 hits. This is the social web, YouTube, Facebook, and suddenly, we are the creators. Right now, we're living in the Web 3.0 era. It's all about decentralization, blockchain, NFTs, trying to give us, the users, a bit more ownership. Each of those steps was huge, right? But what's coming next? It's on a completely different level.
And that, my friends, brings us to the main event, Web 4.0. Seriously, this isn't just another update. It is a total reimagining of what the internet even is in our lives. We're talking about an intelligent, symbiotic web.
So what does symbiotic even mean here? Well, it's the key word. It means we're talking about an intelligent digital layer that doesn't just wait for us to type something in a search bar, it actually works with us proactively. It's an internet that starts to blur the lines between the real world and the digital world, so it's living alongside us, not just trapped on our screens. So what's the magic behind all this? Well, it really boils down to 4 key pieces of tech. First up, AI everywhere, pervasive AI that actually anticipates what you need. Second, this idea of interoperability. That just means your data and your digital identity can finally move around freely between different platforms. Third, we've got these incredible immersive interfaces. We're talking gestures, voice, maybe even direct brain commands replacing the good old mouse click. And finally, none of this works without always-on connectivity. Think 6G, Starlink, the internet becomes this invisible, intelligent fabric all around us. Okay, let's make this real for a second. Imagine it's 2030, and you open your browser, but instead of a screen, you're just standing in this immersive 3D space. The news is floating over here, your emails are over there, all perfectly sorted by your personal AI. That's the kind of symbiotic experience we're talking about. It's pretty wild to think about. Now, obviously, a technology this powerful is going to shake things up, big time. It holds this incredible promise for a more personalized, efficient world, but it also comes with some serious risks. A lot of peril, actually.
And this really gets to the heart of the debate, doesn't it? Is this new, hyper-intelligent web going to be our perfect assistant, just making life better? Or could it become the perfect spy, with a front-row seat to our every thought, choice, and feeling?
I mean, look at the promise. You could have hyper-personalized healthcare, where an AI is literally suggesting dinner recipes based on your blood sugar in real time. Or an education system that's perfectly tailored to how each individual student learns. Sounds amazing, right? But every single one of those utopian dreams has a dark side, a dystopian shadow. That same AI watching your health could also be reading your emotions for advertisers. That personalized education system, it could accidentally bake in and amplify societal biases on a massive scale. And if we're not careful, this whole thing could end up being controlled by just a few giant companies, trapping us in a surveillance-fueled echo chamber.
And this isn't just about our personal lives either. Web 4.0 is set to completely rewrite the rulebook for entire industries. Let's just take marketing as a perfect example of how the whole game is about to get flipped upside down.
So here's the fundamental shift, the big idea. Right now, marketing is all about tapping into human psychology, our wants, our fears. In the world of Web 4.0, that all changes. The new goal will be to influence the logic of the AI agents that are making decisions for us.
Just think about what that really means. The target isn't a person anymore. It's an AI that's filtering the world for that person. So the strategy has to change. You're not using psychological tricks. You're optimizing for an agent's preset rules. Things like, find me the best value, or only show me products from sustainable companies. And communication? It's no longer about us seeing a static ad. It becomes this proactive conversation mediated by our agents, creating a totally adaptive, symbiotic experience.
So in this new world, you know who wins? The brands we trust the most. And that means they have to make some huge, transparent decisions. They'll need to be crystal clear about data and consent, putting us back in the driver's seat. They'll have to prove their algorithms are fair, not designed to manipulate us. And they'll need to build in real safeguards for these powerful AI agents. In Web 4.0, trust isn't just a marketing buzzword, it's going to be the single most valuable currency there is. Which brings us all the way back to that huge question. Are we ready for all this? Because this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This future is literally being built as we speak. Yeah, we're not talking about something 50 years down the road. The foundations for Web 4.0 are being laid today by researchers, by startups, by all the big tech players. And that's exactly why we need to be having this conversation right now. The decisions we all make in the next few years are going to define this next digital era.
So, what can you do? How do you prepare? Honestly, the most powerful thing is just knowledge. Stay curious, keep learning about these developments, maybe play around with some Web3 tools to get a feel for decentralization. Become really aware of how your data is used, and just question everything. Be critical about new tech, but most importantly, be a part of the conversation. Because the future of the internet isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we all have a chance to build together.
Because look, Web 4.0 is coming. It's on the horizon. So the real question we need to start asking ourselves isn't if it's coming. The question is, what are we going to do when it gets here?